Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, I have a special tarot offer available as usual at a sales price. And for March, it's called Soul Circle. And this is a reading that focuses on bringing some awareness and some reflection upon the current spiritual cycle, where you stand, what kind of challenges and blessings as well might be a part of the present energies, right, and ahead. This is a reading that focuses a lot on spiritual perspective, but it can be adapted to other type of cycles you're wondering about, such as love, relationships, or career and finances. But it's always one that is going to give the spiritual perspective behind it. So if you would like to know more details about that or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Sagittarius, I feel like there's this motion with you during March of back and forward, back and forward. It's like an energy of a swing taking you again in this dance between something positive, right? Something that it's evolving, something that it's pulling you to the future, and then you're going to be again dragged back down to the past, or dragged back to a point of review, a point of reflection, a point of reconsideration. It's like it's not a month where your ability to affirm your ideas, your convictions, where your ability to make decisions, where your ability to commit is not going to, I feel like it's not going to happen as, you know, as you would like, or as you would feel more comfortable in doing, in terms of being direct, right? Making a decision, deciding to do something, or saying something and then not withdrawing what you just said or what you just decided. And this can be causing you some, some uncomfortable feeling. Your own indecisiveness could be, something that you're having a hard time figuring out and finding, an appropriate balance between doing things and then pulling back. It's very important that you pay attention to this motion, because it's showing up as, for some of you, this is a lot about love or relationships or decisions that need to be made on those lines. For others of you, this could also be about getting yourself into a situation or not when it comes to helping someone, because I feel like some of you might be called to aid or to help a situation. It could be that you're being called with the Six of Pentacles here to help someone financially, to help someone professionally, to help someone when it comes to providing, either emotional or material generosity. It could be that you're being asked to let go of something as well when it comes to your pride that you're having a hard time dealing with. I feel like some of you have a situation that's going to trigger the responses of pride. So it could be that you should help someone, for example, or that that person could really benefit from your help, but because this person did something, right? Or because you have not forgave something as well about the past, or about the behavior that of this person, whatever it is, you're like resisting the call for help and for change as well, in terms of how you deal with this person. But it could also be that you are the one that needs help and needs assistance of some sorts, and you're having a hard time expressing that need, right? Expressing that it's like, because it's like a calling, and either you're being called and summoned to help, or you are here to call or to summon the assistance and the help of someone, and it's giving you a hard time because of this Emperor energy. And this Emperor energy is also already kind of pushing you to the vibe of what's coming in April, because this is the card representing Aries and Aries season. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, an Aries type of personality. or you yourself if you have Aries placements as well in your chart. This could be a relevant message for you, but either way, there's a sense of figuring out what to do when it comes to balance, fairness, equality versus, you know, individualism, excessive individualism, or excessive focus and self observation, right? Being so self absorbed that it's like some of you Sagittarius are so self-absorbed that you can't see easily, especially during this time. You can't see easily beyond your own issues, right? Or beyond your own concerns, or beyond your own struggles, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because for some of you this could also be trying to figure out what to do for your own life, and it's like you don't have time to help someone else's help with someone else's issues. It could be that you feel like if you go into a situation, this is going to affect the balance, your own balance, or your own, you know, because there's a sense here of a line being drawn here as well in the sand. It's like, I'm here, you are there. Of course, that this could be about you and another, or you and another situation, but it's like have a very hard time crossing here the lines because either of pride, resistance. There's something here keeping you from either exploring the other side or someone else's exploring yours. It could also be that you are dealing with narcissistic type of personality. You are dealing with someone that can be a little bit selfish, right? Someone that likes to call the shots, someone that likes to be in control, someone that has a strong ego motivation to do what they do. But it's a very fairly positive energy then right away with the Ten of Cups, is that some of you, this help and this assistance could also be with family or people in your life that feel like family, like your soul tribe. It could be that the relationships with you and your closed ones is also in focus when it comes to, especially for Sagittarius, dealing with either fatherly figures or or if you are father Sagittarius, you know, it could be that the archetype of the father is somehow relevant to then the way that you are dealing both positively or negatively with your loved ones, right? It can be the archetype of the abusive, right, father that doesn't give room for much, you know, equality and balance and cooperation to be a part of the family dynamic. It can be that type of the authority figure. There's two expressions of the authority energy, right? There can be abuse when it comes to authority, control, right? Like the sense of suffocation. And some of you are in situations or relationships that have a lot of that uptight vibe, or it could be the good side of the authority, right? The authority figure in the room that puts everyone working together, puts everyone, right, in this stage of companionship and communion and assistance to the benefit of everyone. It's not just for the benefit of the boss, right? This could also be a boss. If you are a boss Sagittarius, watch how you expressing your authority, or if you're dealing with this boss concept as well. This could be something that, if well negotiated, if you're having a hard time with like someone you're working with that has this superior demeanor over your own, negotiations can take, right, you and this other person to establish an agreement that would benefit everyone. I do feel like for some of you that this is about career, that this is about work. You know, there's going to be a way, but negotiation, but it has to come from negotiation. And this is an individual that usually does not like to negotiate, does not like to, because of the pride again and the ego structure, right? They don't like to, and usually they don't easily go into negotiation. It's what they want, and that's the end of it. So this that I just said can be the type of energy that you're dealing with, adapted to different multiple scenarios depending on your own story, Sagittarius. Now, others of you, again, you're thinking heavily about something. And I think that for some of you, you're thinking about someone and what you're going to do about this person, how you're going to put them in your life, or how you're going to handle them ahead, the approach that you should have with this person. If this is about reaching out to someone because of that calling vibe that I was feeling, you're like too much in the head, and like, again, in conflict. If you should or shouldn't reach out, if you shouldn't or if you shouldn't or should say something. And it feels like this is going to take all, as I said, the swing energy is like all over until the end of the month, and going into April, you're still indecisive. This is, as you go into April, you have the Two of Swords. So you still here battling something, battling a yes or no kind of vibe. Do I do it or I don't? And I feel like you're in this energy of back and forward motion, as I say, with the situation, because you get a sense that whatever you choose to do, whatever you decide to do, is going to have a consequence, because the Two of Swords is the card that comes before the Three, right? So she's already kind of protecting here her heart, because she understands that once she figures out, right, what she needs to do, there's going to be a part of it that probably is not going to be pleasant. That's why the Two of Swords is usually seen as well as a card of denial. And you can see that she's blindfolded and she's looking away like, I don't want to see the truth. I don't want to see the truth. What it is that you're not wanting to see? Because I actually feel like for you, whatever you're kind of having a hard time looking at could be something positive. It could bring you structure, a strong foundation, power. It could bring you material security. It could bring you actual profit. It could bring you satisfying, both, again, emotionally and materially, relationships of all sorts. So you were avoiding making a decision. This is for some of you, but what the strongest message is that some of you are just avoiding, going into something, because how big this can turn out to be. It's like having the full experience of what usually people, when they think about happiness, when they think about satisfaction, what they see, right? It's not just about the material, it's not just about the emotional, it's both. You're able to join both. Now, again, I feel like this Two of Swords is also kind of happening because you're feeling like, some of you, it's because you're feeling weak, or you're feeling like something in you is like shrinking or like diminishing. Could be your power, your courage, right? This is why probably as well the Emperor is here, because this is someone that understands their power. This is someone that it's big, right? It likes everything to be as big, as giant, as beastly as he is. When I say this, is as a sense of nothing can stop me, nothing can tame me, no one can tell me how much, right, I'm worth, or how much my life is worth. I create that worth, right? And so the Emperor could be as well showing up here for two reasons. Either you have to learn how to tap into that inner power and confidence when it comes to the masculine archetype, and fight your way through to build a life that it's big at your eyes, right? To build a life that for you is like just what you have always wished for or wanted. Some of you need to call in this spirit of, again, the masculine vibe. So especially for those of you, men or women, doesn't matter, dealing with insecurities when it comes to your authority and your power of decision. Others of you probably have this issue unconsciously, and you're dealing with bossy type of people, or people that are comfortable within that energy of authority, and you're having this kind of strife or this conflict with them because they are reflecting parts of you that you are not comfortable with. And so usually we tend to project that and end up, you know, not seeing them as a part of you as well, or a reflection of something in you that needs work. This is also the card of work. This is the card of someone that applies an immense amount of work and planning in what they do, and they succeeded it because of it, because they are like completely almost obsessed with their goals and their whatever they set that in their mind they want. Because for me, the Emperor is also a card that talks about a lot of I want, so I will get it. And that's also the energy of the masculine, right? The hunter. So whatever it is that you want, Sagittarius, why you're not going for it, that's, I feel, what you will be dealing with in your mind, specifically because the Emperor is also very mental, and the Two of Swords is a very mental card. It's like the mind seems to be where that as well, sense of structure, right? To put your mind at work for the best for you and for, of course, for others around you, to make the choices and the decisions that you know are a reflection of your happiness, are a reflection of your well-being, and it enhances you in a positive way. And so, of course, those that are around you will be kind of influenced by that, because your energy can be so intoxicating. It can be in the positive sense. You can put into others, right? This vibe of power, this vibe of courage, this vibe of we can do this, let's go, let's do this. But you have to be here the motivator, I'm feeling, or like allow yourself to be motivated by your own dreams, because you have a lot of dreams. And in particular during the month of March, some of you could be a lot in that dreamy state, more in the ideals, right, than on the grounding. For those Sagittarius, it's important to find ways to anchor yourself into reality so that you can turn your dreams and your visions into reality. I feel like some of you, there's other Sagittarius that are actually very like kind of bewitched or very enchanted by the energy of something that feels like a dream come true. So it could be about a relationship, like being so in love, so infatuated, so drawn to the energy of someone, romantically speaking, or someone that just inspires you. It could be about an idea that or a topic that you're learning more about, and you're so drawn to it. It's like you cannot see beyond that thing, and that can as well cause you some problems. Now, I feel like there's many different Sagittarius, but there's going to be like a peaceful way to handle whatever challenges you begin the month with, or that you're dealing for some time. There is going to be an agreement of some sorts. It's like an energy as well of a peace offer or a peace treaty. It's like something needs to just be. It has to be both ways. For this is about conflict with others. Both ways need to listen to each other properly, right? Give each other the liberty to be who you are and express what you need to express, and without feeling offended about it. And then when both parties say whatever they have on mind, then you focus on compromise and you focus on, okay, how can we make this better for both of us? And this again applies to romantic relationships or other situations where that negotiation needs to be set in place. And I feel like something is also to change when it comes to your approach. So something that you have been doing for some of you that has not been working probably is because you need to rethink and review the situation so you can choose another path to put you back right in the place of your desires. Focus on your desires, focus on your intent. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.